Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, Green Flag, Red Flag. This is where we talk everything about living a godly life, building a godly marriage, and of course, building a godly relationship. My name is Muyiwa Joseph, and okay, my wife is not here. No, all is good, all is fine. Today we are focusing on men, and that's why I'm here alone. I remember a few episodes back, my wife dished a couple of advice for the ladies, and today I'm gonna have to talk to the guys, and I'm gonna bring it in an interview format where I'm going to be discussing my life journey both as a single person and as a married person. Yeah, my name is Muyiwa Joseph. I was born in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos, spent most of my life in Lagos, Surulere precisely. So I grew up on the street, of course, and we did so many things on the street, roam about, look for people's trouble. One of my favorite trouble we made then was we'll go to people's door, we'll press their doorbell, and then we'll run away. And then we'll go and hide somewhere. Once the person come out, look left and right, but the person go back and press it again. God have mercy on us. Please don't do that. Don't do that. That's not good. It's very bad. So and of course I moved to Jos sometime in 2014 thereabout, and I've been in Jos since then, even though I've been to Lagos on visit. And here I am, I'm married in Jos, Plateau State, married to a Jos-based person, and of course I'm based here in Jos, and we're doing wonderfully well with my wife. You've seen a couple of our videos and I believe you enjoy them. Okay, what do I do for a living? That is a question that is difficult to answer. Before, when you ask somebody what do you do for a living, they just tell you I'm a police, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer. But this day, it's becoming increasingly difficult for people to define precisely what you do for a living. And I happen to fall into that category. So I do so many things. That's the reason. That's because a lot of people these days do so many things. Trust me, in this Nigeria, if you are doing only one job, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Do multiple jobs as much as you can. What that means is that you are going to be so much occupied, you're going to be having less sleep, you're going to be doing so much. So let's come back to what I do for a living. So I am a writer. I write all kind of things. So for myself, I write books. I've published about 3 books, which a lot of people have read. I've written so many other books also that have not been published yet. And I've written books for people. I've written for several people, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. And I'm also a researcher. I do research. You don't want to know. I did computer science, but I've done research in medicine, in humanitarian science, in management science, in medical science, in religion and philosophy, in conflict management. In every areas, I've done research on them, and it's my quest for hustling that drives me to that part. And now I'm doing research on my own. And my latest book that I released sometime in September was a result of extensive research. So apart from that, I'm also a content creator. I create content on social media, though you won't see me like Muyiwa Joseph making content. So I have several platforms with which I used to make content. And of course, I do make my living from creating content. And other than that, I do several other things. The thing is that I can't begin to remember all of them. So I work with several organizations. I work as social media manager for a couple of organizations. And there are other side hustles that I do that bring money for me. Yes, that is not difficult to answer. I am a Christian. I like to see myself like someone who tries to daily become like Jesus Christ. Among all of the heroes in the Bible, Jesus happens to be the person that fascinates me the most. You know, when he came, his teachings were different from the teachings of prophets that came before him. And after him, everything revolves around him. So I looked at his personality. His personality intrigues me a lot. So many times, I do that once every year. I just pick a book of the gospel and I read through just to get to understand the personality of this man called Jesus. So in everything I do, I just want to become like him. So you may look at my dressing that I don't dress like a Christian person, or mostly I don't talk like a Christian person, or it depends on your perspective with which you see me. But deep down, I want to daily become like Jesus Christ. So I am a Christian. I attend church. I do my Bible study. I have my personal devotion. I have my personal altar, and I have where I commune with God one-on-one. And of course, as a family with my wife, we have how we communicate with God. So just in case you have been seeing me in another light, I am a Christian, and to go deeper, I am a deep follower of Jesus Christ. I was single like several other men who eventually get married. I was single not for so long. I'm just 33, and I got married, of course, earlier this year. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I got married early or I got married late. I don't know about that. But my lifestyle as a single person it has changed completely. Maybe not completely, but for the most part, it has changed. So the way I live as a single person, as a single man, I try to build some personal ethics. I have principles which I lived by. My neighbors then, when I was living in Abattoir, they call me man of principles. It's not like I have big principles like that, though. I just live by some standards that are different from the way they live their own, and they get to see me. Initially, they were calling me pastor, but later they stopped calling me pastor because they did not understand my dressing. so they're like, this man of God said, we don't even understand what him be. But they know that I have my standards, so I read books. I don't watch TV much. I have a football team which I support, but you will hardly see me go to viewing center to watch football or sitting down to watch football. And as much as I enjoy watching football, I think it's better for me to save my time and watch the highlights, which is like 5 minutes instead of spending 2 hours watching the entire football and then giving myself high blood pressure. In fact, the last match I watched was Nigeria versus South Africa. I almost oh God, I don't watch football again. so I do all of those, but I don't spend much time watching movies. I spend much time thinking, reading books. So these days I do so many work that I hardly read more books. But as a single person, I developed these ethics, and now that I'm a married person, they are helping me. So another thing I do as a single person was I learned to be hygiene. How do I put it now? I learned to understand my hygiene. So I don't allow people to wash my clothes for me. I do that. I don't allow people to wash my plates for me. I do that. I iron my clothes myself. I clean my house myself. I wake up in the morning after I finish with my morning routine. I dress my bed. And till today, those things are still helping me. We had an episode where we talked about me helping a friend to wash his clothes. When the guy got married, the wife called me and told me that I spoiled her husband. To a large extent, she was correct. But personally, I've learned to build that myself as a single person. So there are some certain things that I just do naturally that they may not seem very magnitudinous, but they help contribute to the serenity in my marriage. So one thing I told myself I'm going to do is my wife, I wouldn't want my wife to be the only one doing the house chores. So I support her in any way I could. And the best way I could support my wife in doing the house chore is when I finish eating, I take my plate to the kitchen sink and I wash it there. So I told myself that if I get to the kitchen sink and I didn't see any dirty plate there, I shouldn't put a dirty plate there. So I learned that, I cultivated that as a single person. When I finish eating, I wash my plate immediately. And to this day, when I finish eating, I just take my plate to the kitchen and I wash it. So sometimes my wife just look at me, she just smile. She kind of enjoyed that. So there are some other things like, okay, I told myself that I'm not going to allow people to wash my clothes for me. Sorry, that one has changed. So my wife washes my clothes now. I don't even know how she do them, but she will even be asking me, Alpha, do you have any dirty clothes? I will say I don't have. Then she'll go and search my wardrobe and then bring out some clothes and then wash them. So that has helped me. That has helped me a lot. But so far, the principles and the ethics I cultivated as a single person they are largely what is helping me in my marriage now. So I don't see my wife as someone who is supposed to fulfill some obligations, like it is her responsibility to cook for me, or it is her responsibility to make the bed, or it's her responsibility to wash my clothes. I see her as a support system for me. So when she cooks for me and I finish eating, I don't forget to tell her thank you, because it is not by right. So for the fact that she gives me food, I should tell her thank you. So when I give her money, she tells me thank you. And that has helped us. So now it's like a part of our life. I say that unconsciously. So when she gives me food, the first thing I tell her is, thank you, my love. Thank you, baby. Sometimes I'm not even aware I do that. And if you can cultivate that, trust me, it's going to help you. It's really, really going to help you. So as a man, I'm going to just have to talk straight to you from my heart. Of course, I know there are women, a lot of women watching this video, but my focus today is to my fellow men. So what we are doing now, this video we are recording, the way I'm living with my wife, it may look like a routine, but I'm so certain that in years to come, we'll realize that we are making memories. And those memories are going to greatly impact the generations that are coming. They're going to greatly impact our children. So in as much as we are making these videos for you to watch, we are also making it for our children, so that they can learn from us, they can see the things that we do. We may not be there to tell them one-on-one, but we are keeping a record of all of this. And to sum it all, we are making memories. So my admonition for you as a man is this: love your wife. It's very important. Support your wife in any way you can. If it's just waking up in the morning and making the bed, she's going to greatly appreciate you. If it's just waking before her, go to the kitchen. If you do it once a week, go to the kitchen and make her breakfast before she wakes up. Tap her gently and let her know that you have brought her breakfast in bed for her. She's going to, you have no idea. You have no idea. So, and to sum it, the admonition is, be creative. Sometimes you may have to think, what can I do to surprise my wife today? What can I do to intrigue my wife today? What can I do to make my wife happy today? So whatever you think your wife is going to greatly appreciate, please go ahead and do it. Let her love you more. Because what you're doing as a family is that you are trying to make the world a better place, starting from your family. And who is the head of the family? It's none other than you. It is you. So you have to be creative. You definitely have to be creative. So I'm not telling you that I'm perfect, that I'm that creative genius. In this journey of marriage, I understand that it's a learning process. So I'm still learning. I have a couple of people that I run to whenever I need ideas. So I run to them. And of course, maybe you, as you're watching this video right now, you have a couple of ideas you want to give me. Trust me, I am open to learn from you as well. So maybe you have been married for 1, 2, 3, 4 years. My marriage is not to 1 year yet. And I'm very open to learn from you. We can rub minds together and see how we all can build a godly marriage that is going to greatly and positively impact the world. So that is my admonition for you. Please love your wife, cherish your wife, love everything about her, and let her know that you love her. That's what I'm going to tell you. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my ranting today. My wife is not here. I'm feeling lonely. Don't mind me, I'm not feeling lonely. She's behind the camera smiling at me. My wife, I love you so much. So thank you, my wife, for allowing me to do this alone. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I have to appreciate my wife while I'm still on set. So thank you now, everybody. My wife comes first, of course. Thank you so much for following this video. If you have picked 1 or 2 things from this video, please let us know in the comment box. We'll greatly appreciate your feedback. Your feedback is going to help us to produce better and better videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This is one way you can show that you support what we do, and to let us know that indeed we are adding value to you. And just share this video with someone you love. Subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and yes, like the video. It's very important that you like the video. So thank you so much. Trust me, in our next video, you're going to see myself and my wife. She's not going to miss in the next video. I know you love her beautiful face. My face too is beautiful now. Alright, so thank you for supporting us. We love you, we appreciate you, and know that you are loved, you're so much appreciated. Peace out.